Hello everyone, LD3 back with you for another video. Today we are back in the Golf Club 2 and this is a very big episode today. We are playing TPC Sawgrass, the stadium course host of the Players Championship, golf's 5th major. I'm not really sure if it should be a 5th major or not because, it's a kind of a little bit of a controversy. We'll get into that at some point in this video over the fact that, should the Players' Championship be considered one of the major championships, etc., etc. I believe the Senior Tour is 5 majors. I'm pretty sure the LPGA has adopted 5 majors, I think. So it's interesting to see. It's an interesting case for the Players' Championship to be considered golf's 5th major, but we will get into that as the day goes on. Is that going to be a birdie putt? No. But a very good first putt. I will definitely take that. Definitely one of the better first putts I've had in a while. Another thing is trying to find a course in this game for TPC Sawgrass is actually pretty tough. I typed in TPC Sawgrass into the search bar just because that's typically what I do. I typically just type in the course name into the search bar in order to actually go and find the course, and then usually it's the one with the most plays. That's the one that's the best recreation or so, and then that's when I go in. I look at the scorecard, try to match it up with the actual scorecard in real life, and then go in and play from there. But today, that was not the case at all. I go in, I put in TPC Sawgrass, and there are 5 different courses that come up, all that are they're basically TPC Sawgrass with a bunch, they're all in capitals basically. And none of them were like it. I think because TPC Sawgrass is a multiple course facility, I'm pretty sure it was the other course at TPC Sawgrass and not the stadium course. So I think that's what it was because all of the courses looked very similar. They had a par 5 finishing hole or something like that. So I think it was that. I'm not sure what the other course is actually called. Nice birdie there, by the way, up and down for a birdie on a par 5. But, yeah, I think that's what it was. So then I just typed in Sawgrass, just because I think a lot of people would figure it out that way a little more. So I put that in. And that actually came up with those same courses again, but then a couple other options. And then this one is called TPC at Sawgrass Tour. So if you guys want to come in or go on the Golf Club 2 and actually play the course that I'm playing right now, it's called TPC at Sawgrass Tour, with Tour in all capital letters. That was a fantastic shot, by the way. If anyone was just watching that, that was a fantastic shot, and of course I blow it on the birdie putt. Of course I blow it, and now I'm going to have a par putt that's further away than the birdie putt. Yay! I go and get a birdie on the last hole, and now I'm probably going to get a bogey on this one, right? No! Man, I put way too much power on that, but you know what? I will definitely take it. We get a par out of it, and we'll just move on to the next hole. The scorecard doesn't always show the story of how you get the par, just the fact that you scored a par. Let's see if we can get a good drive here. And we do, but yeah. Players' Championship this week, very big tournament. Let's take a look back, though, at the PGA Tour last week. So, we had the Wells Fargo Championship at Quail Hollow. Very good field, as shown by your champion, Jason Day. He finished at 12 under par. He had an up and down final round. It looked like he was even par for a little bit. I think he had a bogey in there somewhere. But then he comes in, finishing at 2 under par for the day, and comes in to win the Players, no, not to win the Players, wins the Wells Fargo Championship at Quail Hollow. That should be good. There's usually a slope on that left side that should bring it down a little bit. Come on, bring it back a little bit. Bring it a little bit. Yeah, there it goes. It's taking the slope, and it's going to end up right next to the hole. How about that for playing the course? That shows you how good of a recreation this is, because I remember the final rounds at the Players. To be completely honest with you, I wasn't trying to play that slope, but it ended up playing the slope because I was like, if it finishes a little right, it's going to slow back down. And that is exactly what that slope does in real life. So good on you, whoever created this. Good on you for a very good recreation. Now, this is a tough hole, so I got to make sure I get the drive off here. Yeah, let's make sure I get a good drive off here. This is downwind, so this should not be as bad, but let's see. Is that going to stay on the fairway? It looks like it's going to cut right into the rough, isn't it? Is it? No, it's going to get around the corner and actually be in the fairway. Nice. good job there. But yeah, Jason Day finishes at 12 under par. Aaron Wise and Nick Watney finishing at 10 under par, tied for second. Nick Watney has not been on the leaderboard or on a lot of leaderboards for a while. So very good for him to get this tied for second finish. Very proud of him there. I do. Nice finish. I'm hoping he gets back. He was a very strong player for a few years, so hopefully he can come back and do very, very well. Other names atop the leaderboard, Bryson DeChambeau, and solo fourth at 8 under par, so kind of dispersed at the top of the leaderboard. He had 12 under, then 10 under, then 8 under. And then I believe Phil Mickelson finished at 7. Yes, he did finish at 7 under, tied for 5th. So a good finish going into the Players' Championship. Another funny thing, Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson paired at the Players' Championship. We will get to that in a second. Paul Casey and Peter Uihlein also tied for 5th. Patrick Reed in solo 8th. Emiliano Grillo, Luke List, Sam Saunders, Charles Schwartzel, all top 10 finishes. So very good leaderboard. A very, very good leaderboard. And that's exactly what you want to see at a tournament like the Wells Fargo Championship. Hosted a major championship last year. Just a very big tournament in general. You have a big field, a big, strong field. Like, you want to have a strong finisher or strong, winners up at the top. And that's exactly what happened this week with Jason Day. We'll talk about Tiger for a little bit. He finished at 2 over, tied for 55th. That's going to be a fantastic shot if that sits down. That's going to sit a little bit, please. All right, I think it's going to stay on the green, so that's really all I have to worry about. 2 over par, tied for 55th, I'm pretty sure. Yes, finished the final round with a 3 over par day. He had a 4 under par day. No, a 3 under par day yesterday. So basically, Saturday and Sunday just canceled each other out. That was an absolutely horrific putt, by the way. I got to focus on this par putt because I don't want my first bogey of the round to come when I'm not paying attention. And even when I do pay attention, it's not going to matter because that par putt was very, very tough due to the fact that my first putt was just absolutely terrible. But first bogey on the round, still under par. So I will take that there. But yeah, Tiger, he had an inconsistent week. I think his first round was even par, then he went 2 over, then 3 under, then 3 over on his 4 rounds. So 2 okay rounds to pretty good rounds, and then 2 not so good rounds. That's honestly honestly not how I expected Tiger to be, but that's how he's been playing. Ever since those 2 top 5 finishes in back-to-back weeks with the Bay Hill and then Innisbrook, he's basically had 1 or 2 good rounds and then a couple bad rounds. He's been very inconsistent. That's probably the best word to describe it. He's been inconsistent with his play. He's had a couple of good rounds here and there, a couple bad rounds. If he can string all 4 rounds together, he could have another good finish like the top 5s at Bay Hill and Innisbrook. But, he hasn't been able to put those together. Example A is the Masters. His final round was his only really good round. Is that going to go in? Is that going to go in? Oh, just wide. Just wide there. Now it's just going to keep rolling, isn't it? It's going to keep rolling, and I just put it off the green, even though I just tapped it. And now I'm going to have a par putt. It's going to be up the hill, so I can challenge it a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to... I put too little break on it. No, back-to-back bogeys, and now we are back at even par. This front 9 doesn't seem like... Players' Championship, TPC Sawgrass, it's a tough course, sure, but it's not the toughest course on tour. It's definitely gettable in places, so I'm very disappointed that I'm still at even par. Especially, I'm probably more upset with the fact that I got back-to-back bogeys. That's probably why I'm more upset, but still, this course can be gettable at times. That should be good if that sits. No, that's going to be over the green, is it? That is definitely over the green. That's going to sit. Okay, just off. It's not going to be super far over, so I guess I'll take it. Yeah, Tiger, if he can just string 4 rounds together, he could definitely win a tournament very soon. He's got Shinnecock Hills, chip and birdie, yes. He's got Shinnecock Hills in a few weeks for the U.S. Open. I believe he won there. Did he win the 2004 Open? I'm not sure, but he did, or no, I don't think he won the 2004 Open, but I think he was very close. You know what? I got to check this out. I will be very, very upset if I don't figure this out. Right now, let's just get this going. Naughty-dotty-doo. Checking out the computer. Checking out Wikipedia. Nope, Retief Goosen won. Nope. I think Tiger Woods did do well, though, at the tournament. So, I didn't take my drive yet? Huh, interesting. But yeah, I think Tiger did fairly well, and I think he could do fairly well again if he can put 4 good rounds together. 4 even par rounds could be good enough to win this tournament. Maybe he might have to shoot a 1 under or 2 under par round somewhere, but if he can just stay consistent and shoot the same rounds, all 4 rounds, and all of them being around even par, he can do very well at that golf tournament. And just in general, if he can shoot 4 rounds at 70, 4 70s at the Players' Championship, just 4 2 under rounds, rounds 1 through 4, that gets you a top 10 finish at 8 under par. I think the winner here is usually around 13 under par, 12, 13 under par. So 8 under par could definitely get you a top 10 finish here. So that's really what I'm hoping, if he can just get a little more consistent and get a couple good rounds under his belt. I know he had 1 good round this week where he shot 3 under, but that's not going to be enough. If you want to do well on the tour and have good finishes, you got to play well throughout all 4 rounds, and Tiger just hasn't done that the past few times he's been out. So hopefully he can try and do that and find a way to get some good finishes there. Now, with the end of the front 9 coming, let me just get this par in here, and we can start actually talking about the Players' Championship this week. We'll start by talking about the controversy of whether it should be a major or not. There's a lot of people for or against it. There's a lot of people playing in this tournament that feel like this has the same intensity as a major championship. So I can see a lot of people going for it that way. A lot of people not necessarily prepare for this like a major, but a lot of people feel the intensity and the importance of a major championship coming with this victory. Again, like I said, the senior tour has 5 majors, and I believe the women's tour, the LPGA, has come along and actually created a 5th major, or done something similar to that. So it seems like those tours have 5 majors. Why doesn't the men's tour have 5 majors? Something like that. That is another argument. But then there's also the side of this event is actually put on by the PGA Tour. It's actually hosted by the PGA Tour and run by the actual tour, as opposed to a separate entity who actually runs the tournament. For example, the Masters is actually run by Augusta National. That's the worst putt I've ever hit in my life. That is so short, it's not even funny. I think I barely got halfway. So now I'm going to have a 17-foot par putt, because I actually don't know how to putt, and then I'm going to miss this one, and we are going to have a longer putt for bogey. Well, not a longer putt for bogey, but a long putt for bogey. Ugh, disappointing. But yeah, U.S. Open, run by the USGA. The British Open, or the Open Championship, whichever you want to call it, run by the R&A. And then the PGA Championship run by the PGA of America. So those 4 tournaments aren't actually run by the PGA Tour. They do count for FedEx Cup points and stuff like that, but they aren't actually run by the tour specifically. So people are it's not actually, if it's run by the tour, it should be considered a PGA Tour event and not anything more than that. But this event just has so much more meaning, so much more importance, that a lot of people are it should be counted as a major. In my opinion, I really don't care either way. I feel both could, both reasons are very valid. I definitely get both sides of the argument. This is going to be close. Just hit on that side so I can drop on that side, please. Oh, wow! Oh, that got lucky. No, it's not. It's going to go in. Are we going to find? No, wait. Where are we dropping? Where are we dropping? No, we're dropping on the other side! Oh, man. We're not dropping on that side. I was hoping. I didn't know the rules already. I thought the rule would be... Oh, wait. Oh, we're dropping, on the other side. Oh, wow. This is... I've never, thought about dropping over here. Wow. That's pretty cool. I think we're on the 12th, fairway right now. I'm pretty sure that's the 12th fairway we just hit from. And that's going to be a terrible shot, and we're probably going to have another bogey here, so that's going to suck, but... Man, I never thought about that. I thought because we landed on that side, we could actually, drop on that side, just no closer to the hole, but... Apparently, we got all the way over onto the 12th hole, and now we have to chip for par. Get in! Another chip in! Oh! That's our second chip in of the day. second chip in. But if I were like the going back to the should the players be a major? If I was the deciding factor, I would probably say no, just for the fact that like it's been a tournament now since I believe 1980, so it's been almost a 40-year tournament, and it hasn't been considered a major. Basically all 4 modern majors after the Masters was all 4 tournaments were considered major tournaments basically since their inception, especially the US Open and British Open. Basically since their inception they were considered major championships. Even the historical majors were considered that way. The PGA I think was a little different. I think it was 1916 when it was first considered a major. Actually, that might have been when it was incepted. Oops. But yeah, the Masters. I think it was only the Masters was considered a major, a modern day major immediately after it was created. US Open was, all that stuff. But now if you actually put the players in that major platform, do you consider the retroactive events majors? Do you consider the people who won last year and even 30 years ago? Do you consider those major championships now in the scope of the major championship records and stuff like that? Do you actually consider those, or are you considering just everything forward a major championship, all that stuff? So right now I would consider the players just not a major championship and just let it be. It really doesn't make that big of a difference. If people feel of it like a major championship, go ahead and make it have the same intensity, the same passion as a major championship if you want that to happen. If you put that much importance on it, cool for you. It doesn't mean that if you have one less major on your scope because you didn't consider the players a major, but you won the players. I don't think that's that big of a deal in my mind. So keep it a regular tour event. It does, I believe, the biggest purse or one of the biggest purses in golf. So it does definitely show that importance that way. Now we're going to have to chip for par because, again, we just putted off the green and then we chip in for par. That's our 3rd chip in of the round. That is absolutely insane. I can't believe how many chip-ins we have. That's probably going to be the title of this episode. The fact that I've chipped in 3 times. That's absolutely insane. But, yeah. Let's talk about some of the groupings. Justin Thomas, Rory McIlroy, Jordan Spieth, the last 3 FedEx Cup winners playing together. I honestly think that's a huge advantage for Jordan because he's playing with Justin Thomas, one of his best friends, so it's going to lighten him up a little bit, have him play some good golf, and hopefully he can do well there. That again puts Jordan Spieth as one of the favorites. He hasn't played Sawgrass particularly well in the past few years, but again, whenever Jordan Spieth is playing, he's going, even if he doesn't have his A game, he still is one of the best players in the world and definitely has a chance. And now with the fact that he's actually going to be playing with Justin Thomas, basically his best friend on tour, that definitely is going to loosen him up a little bit and hopefully he can play a lot better golf. That was a terrible putt. Slow down, please. Slow down, please. Slow down, please. Slow down, please. And stop. Please. Oh, man. My putting has been horrific today. That's the only reason I am playing so bad right now. And I just missed that putt, too. Oh, my goodness. I wish I should have chipped it from there. I could have probably done much better chipping it from there. You know what? No! Why? You know what? This putt right here, I'm going to chip it. I'm going to chip it from on the green because I feel like I have a better chance of making it, actually chipping it, than actually putting it. Let's see here. We're going to go here and we're going to do a nice, easy little chip. Boop. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is not good. And then of course we make that putt. I think that's a triple bogey. Is it? It is. That is a 7, and now we're 4 over. Wait, we finished 1 under on the front 9? I didn't even realize that. Maybe, yeah, because of the chip and birdie on the 8th hole. But now we're 3 over. Not great. Definitely, if I wanted to win this tournament, that would not be good. But, yeah, another big group. We have Ricky Fowler, Phil Mickelson, two really good friends. They play their betting matches all the time on Tuesdays. And Tiger Woods. So Phil Mickelson and Tiger Woods playing in the same group at the Players' Championship. A very, very marquee group. I'm not sure how they're actually going to playing together, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how they do it. And we hit the cart path, make us jump a little bit. It's going to jump towards the green a little, but not in a good spot. We're going to have to flop it over the bunker and on to the green. We're going to go with the 30-yard flop shot and aim a little bit left because of the lie and flop. How's it going to go? Is it going to end up good? Oh, that's going to end up beauteous. Sit right there. Fantastic shot right there. If we chip that in, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy, and we find a way to scoot in the par putt. Very good right there. Now we're getting to the finishing stretch, 16, 17, and 18. Let's see how good this player actually recreated this. Don't know if there's a bunker on that left side, but I will take it. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad for the recreation. I think it's a little more of a dogleg, if I remember correctly, so maybe change that a little bit. But otherwise, very good. Very, very good. Yeah, I think it's a little more of a dogleg, and it's more like down that way a little bit. I'm not sure where I'm pointing to. But, yeah, the distance looks fine, all that stuff. We're going to hit a hybrid over on the left side here. I don't feel like trying to go for this pin. But, yeah. Tiger Woods. Oh, is that not even going to get there? No, it's going to go in the bunker. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the bunker. That's not going to be bad. But Tiger, Phil, and Ricky Fowler. Ricky Fowler's probably, I feel, in my opinion, Ricky Fowler's going to do the best out of that group. I'm not sure why. I just have that feeling. And that's going to be a fantastic shot. I almost dunked it for eagle. And it spins back. And that's going to be a tap-in birdie. Right there on the 16th. Fantastic work right there. And now we got the nice 17th. It should, hot take here. The 17th shouldn't be as hard as it is. It's a 137-yard hole. Like, sure, that's a tough pin, but literally, aim it 20 feet left and aim it 5 yards long. That's a 140-yard shot. And just play it to the back of the green. Sure, the putt might be a little difficult, but you shouldn't be hitting the ball in the water on this hole. Like, you honestly shouldn't be anywhere close to hitting the ball in the water on this hole. Like, that shouldn't be the case at all. Like, maybe if you're going to if you're trying to win the tournament and you have to go play at the pin, sure, it's going to be tough, but it shouldn't be that bad. And that is a fantastic shot right there. You know me, I'm just going to go for the pin anyway because it's just me playing one off round, so I want to go for the pin. And that was fantastic, and another birdie right there, a birdie on the 18th, and we go on to shoot even par. So that would be pretty nice, but yeah. I think Ricky's going to do the best out of that group. Again, I don't think Tiger's consistent enough yet to put together a bunch of rounds, especially in a big, important tournament like this. Is Tiger going to make the cut? Yes. Is Phil going to make the cut? Yes. Like, all three of those players are going to make the cut. But out of the three players there, I think Ricky's going to do the best. Phil second, Tiger third. I think Tiger's going to be like one of those early groups Saturday and Sunday. That's just my opinion. If you guys have your favorites for the golf tournament, let me know down in the comments. Always like to see you guys talking about the golf. That's a terrible shot, but you know what? We have a chance to chip it in to shoot even par. We've had 3 chip-ins so far today. Can we make it number 4 to get to even par? This is a lot tougher of a chip than the ones before, but there is still a chance. No, I put way too much on that. Way too much on that, and then way too much break. Honestly, the break wasn't that bad, but again, 5 yards too much of carry, or maybe it was downhill, so I guess that didn't help out too. Is this going to come in for par? No! Put too much break on the putt, and now we're going to have an even tougher bogey putt here. But yeah, my favorites for this tournament probably Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas. Oh man, another terrible putting event exhibition going on right now. Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler. Ricky's won here before, so that's why I give him an edge. Justin Thomas playing well. Jordan Spieth playing well. Jason Day just came off a win, so I think he could play well. But yeah, a 3 over par 75 here to finish off the round with a double bogey. I think we had a double and a triple on the back nine, so definitely not how I wanted that to go. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it here for me. Enjoy the Players' Championship this week. Enjoy watching your favorite players on the biggest stages. Go out and play well. The course is, I believe, in excellent condition once again, so hopefully the course is just great in general, as you guys saw. The course is just fantastic. So hopefully you guys enjoy everything about that. But for right now, that is going to do it here for me. So if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and drop it with a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys with a new video real soon. Bye.